Good morning, OTG family. Say hey as you're hopping on. I know it's right at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna give you guys just a minute to hop on so I can start seeing people, making sure I'm in the right spot. So y'all just start saying hey. Let me know I'm right in the right spot, and then we will get started. Good morning, good morning. All right, I'm starting to see people. Hey, yes, tell me where you're from when you hop on. I am Jessica LeBlanc. Most of you probably know me as Jess. If it's the first time seeing me, I'm Jessica LeBlanc from Alexandria, Louisiana, where we are getting through Mardi Gras. If you guys even have ever heard of that, literally some kids in the state of Louisiana down south are off all week, y'all, to eat like king cake and hang out and throw Mardi Gras beads. So yeah, happy to be here with all of you guys on the OTG family. It's always an honor to be with y'all. Super excited to be here, and happy Valentine's Day. Literally, I'm in all the Valentine's Day colors. I know I don't match, but I want it to be festive for the day and for the topic that we're going to talk about. Okay, so first we have some announcements, okay? And I think if I did it right, I posted them in the description. So you're going to find some links there if there's anything that you want to go back to and kind of look into, okay? So the first announcement is the February TEU is coming up on February 16th and 17th in Utah. So you want to try to make plans to be there if you can. The OTG gear is on sale, you guys, and the link is above in description, but it's successsummittickets.com. And to find the gear, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, okay? So don't get frustrated. Just keep scrolling. All right, you want to go ahead and plan ahead and get your 2024 Success Summit tickets, again, at the same website, successsummittickets.com. And you want to be there, y'all. Leaders are born at events. If you have never been, go. It's a game changer. It ignites the fuel and fire in you. If you feel like you've lost some fire or something, get there. I promise you, you'll get it back. When I went January for kickoff, I was in a slump and it like picked me right back up, okay? Also, we have a Vimeo channel, so you can check that out. The link is above. It's vimeo.com/OneTeamGlobal. And hopefully you guys have February book of the month. It is called The Crossroads of Should and Must. It's a quick read, a great read. And if you've already finished it, then let's go ahead and plan ahead again and get the March book, which is Be Seen. I'm so excited about this title, y'all. Be Seen, Find Your Voice, Build Your Brand, and Live Your Dream. How exciting is that book? Like every word, it just makes me want to go order it right now, pick it up, and start reading it and dive into it. Okay, so I want to stay on topic and I want to stay on time for all of you because our time is valuable. The dates of Summit, Lisa, I'll answer you after, okay? Because now my mind went blank when I just saw your comment. I shouldn't have even looked at that. Sorry. Okay, so as I said before, I'm Jessica LeBlanc from Alexandria, Louisiana, and I came into the business about 4 years ago when my friend called me, and she's like, I need to tell you something before it hits Facebook, and I'm thinking, what? And she's like, I'm selling toothpaste. I died laughing, like literally knee slapper laughing at her, okay? But then she told me how it has helped her selling toothpaste. We'll just keep that there. And I was like, I could sell toothpaste. And so she didn't know what she was doing. So therefore, I didn't know what I was doing and really didn't do much. I've been a teacher for 15 years. So fast forward to March of 2020. And that is when they sent everybody home. You guys know all of that. And they sent teachers home, and they're like, okay, go home. We didn't know when we were coming back, if we were getting paid, like nothing. Some of you might have a similar story. And so Blakely is my upline, and she's like, Jess, you have more time now. Post about Tanner. It was the height of Tanner season. And I'm like, negative. I'm not posting about tan legs when the whole world's crashing. But being true to myself and trusting my upline, I was coachable and I did it, and literally it blew up, you know, so the rest is history. And here I am 4 years later with all of the ups and downs and the go around, right? So I want to talk to you guys about love, okay? And obviously it's Valentine's Day, so I don't know how transparent I'm supposed to be on here. So I just am who I am, sorry. But I did kind of find out last minute that I was speaking. But when your leader asks you to do something, you say yes and you figure it out, okay? If you guys don't know that yet, that's like pro tip number 1. You just say yes and you figure it out, and it always just works out, okay? So I was like, I could totally do that. And I'm like, but I have something on my heart always, okay? If you're on my team, I talk too much and my Zooms always go way too long. So, but I'm going to be on time today. So I'm going to break down the letters of love, okay? And the whole thing behind this is love is not always flowers, pink, little heart cards, little candies. It's not always all about that, okay? Love can be firm, love can be strong, and love can be resilient, okay? Y'all can see my notes on my paper. Let me move that. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it here. And look, I wrote my notes literally on red construction paper. There's true life right there, all right? I mean, I'm doing a kids event tonight, and this is where I'm at in life, and so this is what you guys, you're getting Simply Jess, okay? There. All right. Love is firm, love is strong, and love is resilient. It's not always the mushy thing. What I have learned, y'all, and especially in this particular business, is that loving yourself first is vital. It is so, so important, okay? So when I was thinking about the word love and playing around with what it meant to me and what these letters meant and what value I could bring to you guys today, that is what stuck out to me. Is I can share from my heart like what is from me, okay? Let's think about it. Love drives people. Something drives people. Something motivated you to get you up this morning to go to wherever you're going. Something motivated you to say yes to this business, to be on this call this morning. Something motivates you. And at the core of that, to me, that's love. Whether it's a love for money, it's a love for success, it's a love to provide, you know, it's love. Whatever, love to have your name in the highlights, you know, you want to be famous. I don't know. I can't answer those questions for you, but deep down at our core, we have a love for something. So today, as you're listening to this, or if you're taking notes, I want you to dig deep into your heart, and I want you to see what drives and motivates you, okay? You got to love who you are first and foremost. We all want to attract the good. We want to attract good people to our business. We want to attract happiness and joy into our lives. We want peace. We seek these things. Well, y'all, we have to be these things. If you want to attract a certain type of person to be on your team in this business, then you have to be that person. Okay? Do you want a person that's like this? Okay? Like dull, like Debbie Downer, always down in the dumps, you know? No, nothing they can do can ever be positive. Nothing. You know, like you have these people who will tell me about their bad day, and I'm like, but at least this or at least that. Like the other day, true story, it's been a month, okay? If you've had just a month, I want you to put in the comments like this emoji right here, like, you know? Okay, so I'm leaving church last Wednesday night. My car was sounding weird. I'm like, Tim, I need you to help me and come look at my tire. It was split. So next day, needing one tire turned into needing 4 tires, okay? $1,200 later. And I told one of my friends, I'm like, my done is done, okay? Have you ever been like that? My done is done. And she came back and she said, and this was Tandy Little. I'm going to shout her out right here. If she's on here, shout out to Tandy. She's like, well, Jess, aren't you thankful that your done's not God's done? I was like, really, Tandy? Because, you know, sometimes in those moments, you just want to be an event moment, you know? But that she was showing me back love, and she was reminding me that there is always something positive. There is always something that we can be happy for, and there's always something there. So, you gotta love every single part of you, even the less than parts that you don't like. You have to love that because that is part of the fabric of who you are, and it's part of your story. And guys, you have to love yourself before you can love others, okay? And the O of love is others. This business is an others business. It's one of the reasons why I love it. Being completely honest with y'all, it's one of the reasons I'm still here, because there are hard days. And when you're doing this business, you are putting yourself out there and you are exposing yourself. I told somebody the other day, this is going to be like fully transparent. Sometimes I feel like I'm stripped naked in the middle of the road. You know, have you ever in your life just felt like so vulnerable? And like you're putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there with the products. You're putting maybe your before and afters out there. You're putting yourself out there with this experience that maybe your friends and family don't support you. They don't understand it. They don't think this is anything to this. Okay? But we have to love others. All right? This is what has kept me here. And I know it's probably what has kept so many of you guys as well. When we wanted to quit, the others, our friends, the community that we build is here. We all have needs and we all have desires, and no matter what our background is, we're human, okay? We're human. We all cry, we all sleep, we all eat, we all bleed, and that's our common ground. No matter where we're from, no matter what our beliefs are, none of that, we are human, and that makes us relatable. So when we are talking and sharing this business, okay, it's okay to be human. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not respond to a message 10 seconds after they sent the message. It's okay. We are human, and that makes us relatable. And you have to find what in you, what fiber of your story can you share with others that makes it relatable, and serve others. Serve your team. Be there for them, you know. Make yourself approachable to them, so they're like, when they have a problem, they feel like they can come to you and they can ask. If they have a question, don't make them feel dumb. Don't make them feel stupid, you know, because hello, we all started from ground zero somewhere. I mean, or I would not be here if it wouldn't be for the plethora of people who answer my questions on the daily, right? So serve others, okay? Loving yourself and serving others, because love causes us to care for others. Okay, the V is value. I could talk about this one for all day long, but I want you to listen to this and write this down. I did not come up with this, but this is 100% truth. Your value does not decrease based on somebody's inability to see your worth. I'm going to say it one more time. Your value, yours, what you bring to the table, does not decrease based on somebody else's inability to see your worth. Value what you have to offer so that you can see the value in others. If you don't value yourself and know your self-worth and know what you're capable of, know what you can do, then how can you see the value in somebody else? How can you serve your team? How can you serve your customers? How can you serve your family? Okay? Sometimes you have to see it. You can see the value in others before they can see it themselves. But you're not going to be able to see that value in your team if you can't see it in yourself. You have to know that you are worth something, y'all. You are, okay? You can and you are capable and worthy to dream. I did not dream before this. You can ask my family, you can ask my husband. You can, you should. And when you truly love yourself, then you will begin to see your value. Like I told my youngest last night, he was trying to be like his older brother. It drives me insane. I always tell my kids, be a follower, be a leader, not a follower. Be a leader, not a follower. Will did something, so he's the older one. Here comes Jack to do it. And I'm like, Jack, be yourself. If God wanted two of Will, then he would have made two of him. I'm like, he made you, you. Be you. I'm constantly having to tell my kids that. But guess what? I'm constantly having to tell myself that, y'all. There are times, and you can ask my team, that I don't see the value in myself. I can't do technology for the life of me. When they were like, you have to post these announcements at the top of this description, this was literally me. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Wait, how do you do that? I'm not, what do you mean post it at the description? I'm like, that is not me. I cannot do that. And I get down on myself and I'll text Blakely. I'm like, Blakely, the other night we were on some team Zoom and she's like, can you pop this link in while I'm talking on the Zoom? I'm like, yeah, girl, got you. No, girl, didn't have you. I couldn't do it. I could not figure out to do it. They're like, Jessica, and I'm over here, couldn't do it, y'all. And so another team member had to do it, and it made me feel like trash, if I'm being honest, like straight trash. And then Timothy gets mad at me because I can encourage you guys all day long. Timothy's my husband. I can encourage my team all day long. I know that's one of my gifts. I know that's one of my talents, is to pour into others. But sometimes I have to have my cup too. And he's like, why can't you see your value? Teary-eyed. Why can't you see your value, but you can sometimes, you're propping all these other people up. He's like, to truly see their value, you have to see yours. So, about that, let me move on from getting on my tangent. I don't always see mine. I compare myself, and I know you guys compare yourself, but that is a thief of all peace and all joy. And my word this year is peace. So I am trying hard to just simmer my little self down, love myself, love on others, and find the value in me so that I can see it and prop up others with their value and they can't see it in themselves. Sometimes you have to see your own value first. And I also tell my family, I tell my kids, don't dim your light. Don't ever dim your light for anybody else. Okay? You shine bright. You shine bright with your talents, your abilities, your gifts, your value that God placed in you. Okay? Shine bright. Don't dim yourself for anybody else. Okay? And the E, and I'm going to close this up because I'm past my time. The letter E represents endings and new beginnings. So think about it. In the word love, E ends a lot of words, okay? It appears at the end of many words, such as this one, reminding us that every ending is a new beginning. So I want us all here, I want us to get rid of the negative self-talk. There's an internal dialogue that goes on in your head all the time, okay? And you have to decide what that internal dialogue is going to be. Going back to the very first part of this, loving yourself. Love your giftings, love your talents, love who you are. You do bring something to the table, and it's not going to be what somebody else can bring to the table. You have what you can offer, okay? And you need to let that shine. Can you learn new things? Absolutely. But don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be whoever on your team or in this OTG world that you look up to like the most. They are them for a reason, and you are you for a reason. Can you love and admire their attributes and want to improve on yourself? Absolutely. But you don't diminish who you are and what you bring to the table just because you think somebody else is like amazing. Because guess what? You're amazing in your own way. Okay? So let's get all the negative thinking out that we think about ourselves, our previous hurts, the previous month, January, good, bad, up, down, sad, all around. It's over. Learn from it, okay? Everything that has happened in the past has happened for a reason. Let's use it, let's learn from it, and let's grow. And I want you guys to do something today. I know that you guys just read this book, okay? And he talks about affirmations, and he talks about the right way and the wrong way to do affirmations. Well, I did this little thing for my kids this morning, and I did one for myself, and this is on their bathroom mirrors. And I wrote one for myself that I'm going to put this on my mirror, okay? And it is some of the things that I am striving and working towards, just like Hal says, like actionable steps that I am wanting to be, and I'm putting things in place to be those. Like I am authentic. I am no longer, if I have ever in my subconscious tried to be anybody else, that is not the case anymore, because I know that I am loved, I am valued, I am worthy, I am capable, I am these things. And so I want you to do this for yourself. And it doesn't have to be pink, and it doesn't have to be on construction paper. And I want you to put it on your mirror. And if you don't leave it there forever, that's up to you. Be honest, I get OCD about my house. So I don't know how long it'll stay there, but I'm going to go put it up there today because I fight internal battles just like everybody else, just like you. I know that you do because, again, we're human and we're relatable. So I want you to love on yourself today, okay? I love y'all. I'm sorry I went a few minutes over. Don't